not out of the woods, to no longer be in danger or difficulty. The project has been given funding for another year, but it's not out of the woods yet. Hang on in there. You are encouraging someone to keep trying to do something and not to give up. I never find a job. Look, just hang on in there. I'm sure you'll get something soon. Tongue in cheek, not intended seriously. Done or said as a joke. The magazine published a wonderful tongue-in-cheek review of his latest work. He said that he was a huge fan of the president, although I suspect it was tongue-in-cheek. Play it cool, to behave in a calm, controlled way. Play it cool. Don't let them know how much you need the money. Play it cool, man. Look like you belong there. If the boss walks in, just play it cool. A nasty piece of work. A very unpleasant person. His secretary is a nasty piece of work, always snapping at people for no reason. This virus is a nasty piece of work. It's already infected millions of users. Roll your sleeves up to do or get ready to do something difficult, intense, or demanding. If you want to pass this test, you need to roll your sleeves up and study. Enough daddling. It's time to roll our sleeves up and start unpacking all these boxes. Bear fruit. Yield positive results. I'm not signing that contract because it only bears fruit if our company spends a ton of money up front. Eventually, her efforts bore fruit and she got the job she wanted. Cost an arm and a leg to be very expensive. I'm sick of paying rent in this town. It's costing me an arm and a leg. College tuition costs an arm and a leg nowadays. Take a turn for the worse, to worsen, often quickly or suddenly. We should get over to the hospital now. Uncle Jim's taken a turn for the worse and probably won't make it through the day. My day took a turn for the worse when I got that phone call. Have a long face, very unhappy or serious. Why do you have such a long face? My boyfriend doesn't want to see me anymore. All bark and no bite, full of talk that is more threatening or impressive than that which one can or will actually do. John talks big about how much money he'll make someday, but he's all bark and no bite. Have a finger in every pie, to be involved in and have influence over many different activities. Monica wouldn't be so busy and stressed if she didn't have a finger in every pie. Paul has his finger in every pie when it comes to local businesses. If you need a deal down around here, he's your man. Cry over spilled milk. To be upset over something that cannot be fixed, often something minor. Please calm down. You're just crying over spilled milk. We already submitted the report, so we can't fix it now. Freeloader, a person who habitually depends on the charity of others for food, shelter, and etc. Take your things and go. I've had enough of freeloaders. A load off one's mind. The relief felt after sharing what one is thinking or feeling with others, or upon no longer having a particular problem. I finally completed my tax return for this year. That's a load off my mind. I bet it will take a load off your mind to get this test over and done with. Ha! Dance to one's tune to go along with someone else's views or wishes. I have no intention of making Jack's curfew later, but he's trying his hardest to get me to dance to his tune. I'm not big on animals, but Ella is, so I danced to her tune and accompanied her to the dog show. Put your thinking cap on. To think seriously about something. I need some interesting suggestions, so if you can put your thinking cap on, I'd be grateful. If we all put our thinking caps on, I'm sure we can come up with a way to earn enough money to go to the baseball game this weekend. Plain Jane, a female who is not considered physically attractive by societal standards. Betty always felt like she was a plain Jane, so she was very surprised when the most handsome boy in school asked her to be his prom date. Good time, Charlie, an affable, lively, and entertaining man who is often or always seeking pleasure or a good time. I told you Rich was an upright rule follower. I don't know why you expected him to be a good time, Charlie. I know you are a good time, Charlie, and everyone in school loves you. But when are you going to get serious about your future? Jack of all trades, master of none. A person who can do many things but is not an expert in any of them. John is a jack of all trades but master of none.